we think we're going to see is the worst storm ever.
The water's starting to come up onto the beach.
At 4:30 this morning, there was a lot more of this beach.
Look at that.
There is no storm in the record book with strong winds over such a large area as Hurricane Sandy, winds that powered a record storm surge against the mid-Atlantic coast.
I don't think most people had any understanding of what a storm like Sandy could do to the New Jersey, New York, New England coastline.
At one point, it was producing tropical storm force winds spanned over 500 miles from its center. Sandy affected 24 states, including the entire eastern seaboard from Florida to Maine. The center making landfall just north of Atlantic City, but the huge circulation put the worst of the surge north of there, along the New Jersey shore, north and south of Long Island, and into New York Harbor.
The Hudson River has now decided it wants to overtake Battery Park.
Sandy's huge size and the wind energy spread out over this tremendous distance, 500 miles from the center, pushed a tremendous amount of water against the New Jersey coast up into the corner there of New Jersey and New York.
It was really the combination of the unorthodox left turn along with the vast size that brought the surge of water to New Jersey and to New York. But what made Sandy so impactful was the waves on top of the surge that brought energy from the ocean to the shoreline, eroded the foundation of homes, and scoured away the beaches.
The storm left behind more than $60 billion in damage, the second costliest in the U.S., only behind Katrina. Surge waters, aided by the full moon, reached levels never recorded before in New York Harbor. The historic flooding and relentless wind caused widespread damage and power outages across much of the Northeast.
No, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Sandy was a controversial wake-up call on many fronts. Its transition from hurricane to post-tropical status just prior to landfall most certainly created confusion for the public and some emergency personnel. This led to changes from the National Hurricane Center in 2013. Now, watches and warnings will continue even after a storm has changed classification.
I think the new NHC rules that allow them to put a hurricane warning up is going to help because of the communications with emergency managers and public officials.
In addition, federal agencies have come together to create a sea level rise planning tool, and FEMA is working with coastal communities to redraw flood maps.
I think Sandy put an exclamation point on the fact that we need to rethink how we build our coastlines. We just can't chuck stuff out there anymore.